All right, the $1 million gift from Qatar, the Clinton Foundation confirming a WikiLeaks email from earlier this month that it accepted a $1 million donation from the Qatari government. This while Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State. Here now, former Democratic Governor of New Mexico, Bill Richardson. He is also a former presidential candidate. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. Let's dive right in. So the campaign is confirming that they did accept this $1 million donation. At the same time, she had signed an agreement, an ethics agreement, saying that she would ask the State Department or inform them whenever there was a foreign government giving a large amount of money like this, and the State Department also confirming that they never got that request. This seems like a sticky situation, no?
Well, I'm not an expert on the Clinton Foundation. I don't know how it operates, but as I understand it, there's a reporting requirement if there is I don't know what the word is, significant increase in the contribution, and I don't think that was the case. Look, the Clinton Foundation has done a lot of good work. That money went to health care, went to deal with endemic diseases. It did not go towards any kind of military situation.
Let me stop you there on that point, though, because
Qatar is an ally of the United States.
Sir, if I can stop you for 1 second. I mean, in terms of the way that they report, they say that they show cumulative totals. And for Qatar, they listed them as having been between $1 and $5 million over the entire time that they've been giving to the foundation. So it would have to be an increase if it was $1 million. Also, the foundation had the opportunity to say that it wasn't a huge increase, and they didn't say that. So I don't think that that's a defense in this case.
Well, I think possibly they probably should have, just to deal with some of the concerns about the foundation. But the reality is, look, first of all, Qatar is an ally, a friend of the United States. Secondly, the contribution goes to health care. It goes not to any foreign policy goals of Qatar. The foundation has done very good work in dealing with many of these social issues and nutrition issues in Africa and Asia and Latin America. I think that what we're looking at here is not very significant. You know, it's
I think
perhaps
the point of concern is that
maybe should have been reported.
Yeah, I think the point of concern, though, is that, first of all, if you look at their tax documents, only a tiny fraction of the money goes on to charitable deeds. But even still, you're looking at foreign governments giving money to the foundation when Hillary Clinton is operating as Secretary of State. Their own internal audit by the 2014 Nonprofit Lawyer of the Year said that she spoke with donors who felt like it was a quid pro quo agreement. If you look in the other situations we've seen with the King of Morocco giving $12 million, or the guy they call Sheikh Mo from Egypt saying he felt like money was coerced out of him, it isn't a donation necessarily for good works, is what we're seeing in all of these different situations, and why there is internal concern within the foundation about pay-for-play allegations and how they would defend them when the evidence is so insurmountable.
Well, the evidence is very thin, Melissa. I mean, what you're talking about here is not quid pro quos. If you can prove something was given in return, I think then you've got some. But you've got nothing. You've got a separate foundation. You've got requirements for the Secretary of State that she imposed, basically saying that if there's any donation to the State Department, that it be reported, that there be scrutiny. And what you're seeing here is perhaps an oversight by the foundation. And was $1 million, is that going to influence U.S. foreign policy, the health care? I mean, I think you have to be very specific about a quid pro quo, which I don't see.
Okay. Well, I guess their own auditors saw it, but I guess the FBI and the American people will both have an opportunity to decide. Bill, thank you Governor, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it.